position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Colorado State Rams, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rams will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. That'll pay off big.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be changing the route. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
Punt is on its way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dropping back, it's Hope. Right on the money. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running to Green. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Got it, looking for the first down. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And the Rams have it with a 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the right. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. With the catch, it's Bitonio. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fakes the catch. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Rams with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Hope. Got him downfield. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
To the air, it's Hope. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Rams! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Nebraska, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Leaves it with the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Touch pass on the run. Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
So now it's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This one's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Ball down, but he has an move.
Third and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
The Huskers have their offense in high gear. The give to the tailback.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Harris. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He makes it back, and he will score! Touchdown, Nebraska! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Hope. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Makes the catch. It's Bitonio. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick strike complete. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, give on the inside. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here we go, here we go. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Huskers!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Kansas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space. Good things will happen.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass. It's Hope. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Fierce the pressure. He's not afraid to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on third down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked off.
And the Rams line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Makes the quick grab. Turns it on in midfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Cornhuskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Quickly out to the tight end.
Man, tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Looking to go up top in times running out in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Huskers will try to move the chains on 4th down. This quarterback part of their running game. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, and on that 4th and short run, I think he thought he was going to score. He saw the end zone, his eyes started getting big, and they were able to get to him right before he got home. But hey, if you're on offense, why not just give it to him again on this next first down play?
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got...
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to pass, it's Hope. Under fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Huskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Brewer. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Fires to the big fella. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
A little release to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moves to change impossible. Got the back over the middle. Turning it on. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Rams are moving quickly down the field. Quick handoff. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run play action. Fires on the move. Finds a man by himself. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
And the Rams with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll try it over the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
To throw, it's Hope. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Kansas. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Here's the handoff.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Trying play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Just making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks the way Trev Alberts always did.
Yeah, just finding a guy that can sniff out the quarterback and kind of feel it, have those instincts. You can tell he saw it, went and got it, just like your boy Trev Alberts.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Clements. They're working that left side. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The Rams are moving quickly down the field. The give on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Looking to throw. And they can't make the connection on third down.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's quick. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Cornhuskers have it in scoring position on first and goal.
Here we go, set.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Husker. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. The Little Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, have it, what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looking to throw, it's Hope. Here's a heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
The toss to the right. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Motion from the back. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Finds him out of the backfield. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Well, and at this point in the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best runner runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
And the Huskers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to run for it. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Looking for a push on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Hope. Gonna take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a way to set him up.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But
Benton inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down. With jet sweep pass.
Well, I love the idea by the offense here on third down close to the goal line, trying to get one of their best playmakers in space with the push pass. But I love the defense, understanding where the ball is, great eye discipline. They rally to it, and they get the TFL now setting up fourth down.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. Fourth and goal from the 4. He's going for the goal line. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up first and 10 from the 48. Back to throw, it's Hope. He's taking a deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
To the air on second down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. I know both of these teams were ranked guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams